Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Joy-Filled Universe podcast. I am your host, Lisa Ryan, and this week we are now officially on the back end of our 30-day journey to practicing the 30-day guide of Living the Law of Attraction by Jack Canfield. So this week we are actually talking about lessons 21 through 25, and the true hope here is that we are all able to find the time and the space to be consistent with the lessons that we have accomplished thus far, all while incorporating the next batch of 5 into our Monday through Friday routine. And I am just going to say here, if you think that this is a packed activity, well, just wait until we all do the Magic by Rhonda Byrne one day. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of work. However, for the times that I actually stuck to it, my goodness, I manifested some incredible things into my life, to include a new home, a new job, money, and a few other smaller things too. But anyway, today we are going to plug along with our friend Jack. So I'm just going to stay focused right here. So thus far, for me, in lessons 1 through 20, I know I have been becoming more and more aware of my positive versus my negative thoughts and have been hyper focused on building new neural pathways in my mind for all sorts of positive vibe habits, which are going to bring optimistic and joy-filled thoughts that yield high vibe emotions, hence putting the frequency out into the universe and through the law of attraction, bringing back to me like energy in the form of my manifestations. So let's keep this party going and kick it off with lesson number 21. And this lesson is largely an action. So last week we discussed visualizing, which largely entailed closing our eyes and visualizing certain situations while quieting our conscious mind. However, we don't always need to close our eyes in order to visualize. In fact, visualizing is one of my very favorite things to do, and it can even be considered like a form of daydreaming if you think about it. Now, in the 30-day guide, Mr. Canfield, he goes into an exercise where you feel and see like a white light surrounding you and all sorts of like dreamy stuff. However, I'm just going to insert my way of drifting into like a good morning, let's start the day with a daydream kind of state. And you don't always need to do this at the start of your day either. However, this is something I do when I'm out exercising, relaxing on my sofa, or out for a walk, and sometimes even just at work when I need a moment to just reset my emotions. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes and can make all the difference in the world when resetting your mind, most especially when we find ourselves in an environment that is just full of negativity. So this is what I do. And please don't do this if you're driving or anything else that like really requires full-on attention. Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much. Got it. Let's stay safe. So first, I silence all my devices and any other distractions that can call for my attention. I just put it all away. And then next, I focus on my breathing, the inhales and the exhales. And I feel the air coming into and leaving my lungs. And while I do this, I even focus on the light hum of the air conditioner or a fan. And if outside, I listen for like the gentle songs of nature, like birds or waves on the water pushing up onto the shore or wind in the trees. And if all of that still feels kind of distracting to you, then just put on some quiet spa music. Just make sure they don't have any words, because that is going to be something that might just sway you away from your attention. Okay, so this quieting technique is helpful because it allows us to become present and we quiet the chatter of our conscious mind. And once we have found like this place of calm, begin to concentrate on a peaceful thought or image. The very thought of the word peace and the colors that you feel come with it, or an image of a flower or a butterfly or the sunshine or moon, anything that allows you to find a place of calm. And then next, after resting in this space for just a few minutes, become an observer and notice where your attention wants to go. Is it thoughts, memories, planning, images, worries, sensations, insights? Just notice from like a neutral position where your attention starts to go. Yet remain focused on your resting space and visualize being and feeling protected. And while feeling safe, visualize the day going exactly as you want it to go. Create the ideal day, how you want to feel, act, and be during the day. Visualize manifesting the qualities you want for yourself, whether it be love, joy, courage, patience, and perseverance. See yourself interacting with others through calm, self-assurance, enthusiasm, and clarity. See yourself communicating clearly, stating your thoughts and intentions, while asking for and getting the nurturing support that you want. And now see your goals and the specific steps that you create to achieve them. See your day just as you want it to go. See faces and voices of important people in your life as they congratulate you on achieving your goals. And now imagine the emotions that you feel when living the day that unfolds just the way you want it to go, and create those feelings in your body. And then take a few deep breaths, focus on your inhale and exhale, knowing that this is going to be an amazing day. And that's it. It is that easy. And now a little bonus here is to ground this experience during the day. Find 10 minutes to just sit quietly. Close your eyes, bring your hands together, quiet your mind. And just as we did a second ago, take some time to visualize something that you really want as if you already have it, and create a short mental movie of you achieving this desire. Because this exercise is actually effective because it engages our senses. It's a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual exercise that helps with making mental images become more clear. And with it comes the thoughts and the emotions that we feel supporting these images. And the more we do this, the more our ability to manifest these desires and goals becomes easier and quicker when showing up as a part of our reality. And what I truly love most about this exercise is that it gives us a reason to just slow down, get present, and recalibrate our minds and our bodies towards optimistic thoughts that are for us and in support of what we desire. And as I said, this can serve as a total mind shift. And I know I personally love to carve out 10 minutes in my days just to quiet and reset my mind and to stay focused on what I do want and all of the joy-filled energy that comes with these successful thoughts are a dream. In fact, they're a daydream. Okay, yay, we came full circle. Okay, so give it a go. And I'm going to just say this. If nothing else, you have achieved a moment of peace in your day. And who doesn't love a little bit of quiet time just for you? So It's a win-win. Just give it a go. I think you'll love it. Okay, so now moving right along, lesson number 22. And this lesson reminds us of the awesome power of a vision book, a vision board, phone display, or wherever you decide to keep this tool or map that lays out our future. It serves as a tangible representation of where we are going, and it represents our dreams and our goals and our ideal life because our minds respond strongly to visual stimulation. So by representing our goals and desires with pictures and images and buzzwords and affirmations and colors, we actually strengthen and enhance the vibrational frequency that draws these dreams into our lives. The saying, "a picture is worth 1,000 words," really holds true here because visual images and pictures stimulate our emotions. And as we have learned by now, our emotions are the vibrational energy that activates the law of attraction. So we can live into it more fully, more often, and almost effortlessly. And so if we have all been doing the actions in the past lessons, then we have already largely defined our dreams, goals, and desires. So now it is time to illustrate them visually. The purpose of a personal vision book is to help us to clearly and vividly depict the future we want to create. That is why the action here is really fun, in my opinion, because it is to go and find pictures that symbolize or represent our dreams and goals, along with the experiences and possessions that we want to attract into our lives. And after finding these little gems, we're going to place them into our vision book. And by the way, I keep saying vision book because that is what I'm creating. If you prefer to do a vision board or setting up a virtual vision board on your phone or going with a cork board on your wall, whatever you choose to do here, it's up to you. Just be creative and do what gives you good energy. So the point here is to have fun with the process. You might even want to go ahead and do this with a friend or family member. Just be sure to do it with only those who will support you with your dreams. There's no room for any kind of criticism or judgment here, okay? No, not allowed. Only do it with people that are going to lift you up and support you. And one super important thing to remember is make sure you put yourself in the picture. You have to be a part of your vision. So include your affirmations and your favorite quotes, words and images and symbols that all inspire you. And don't forget you, and make it fun and something you want to look at. You can do it for one goal or you can do it for a handful of goals. Just be sure not to do too much clutter or something that maybe feels a little bit chaotic to you, because if you do that, then you're going to bring chaos into your life. So just create something that you appreciate and enjoy and it doesn't stress you out and you really love looking at it. Some folks, they even create like two separate books, one for their career and like one for their personal world. All just suggestions. You do you. Okay. So just get started. Find at least 1 to 2 pictures that have emotional impact for you and represents your goal and desire or whatever it is that you want to bring into your life, because the universe responds faster to that which we make physical. So even the physical action of searching for, finding, and cutting out or printing a picture can accelerate the speed of what you desire to manifest into your life. And this works even if you don't believe it can. I'm telling you what, it works even if you don't believe it can, because if you do believe in it, it works really fast. But even if you don't, guess what? Just by doing all this, it's gonna work. So get started and have fun with it. All right. Lesson number 23 is all about the vision book that we created in lesson number 22. So this has everything to do about where are we going to put our vision book. Now, one great place to keep our vision book is right next to our bed. Leave it standing in an open position if you can, and spend time each morning and each evening visualizing, affirming, and believing in and internalizing your goals. The time that we spend visualizing in the evening just before bed is like an extra special boost because research has shown that the thoughts and the images that are present in our mind during the last 45 minutes before we are going to sleep are the ones that will replay themselves repeatedly in our subconscious mind throughout the night. And the thoughts and the images that we begin each day with will help us with creating a vibrational match for the future that we desire. Now, as time goes by and our dreams begin to manifest, make sure that you take time to look at the images that represent your achievements and feel gratitude for how well the law of attraction is working in your life. Don't remove the pictures as they serve as powerful reminders of the things that we have already attracted into our lives. And one thing that's really important too is remember to write down the date that you created your vision book, because what you are going to find is that the universe loves speed. I mean, I love speed too, don't you? So you are going to be just so amazed with how quickly the law of attraction responds to your energy, your commitment to all of your desires. So much like a time capsule, this book documents our journey for a particular period of time, and it can be so fulfilling to reflect back on our successes. And creating a vision book each year, I'm going to say, it really helps with focus, motivation, and inspiration. And the tangible aspect of this process, at least for me, it gives me the feeling of holding my dreams as if it were like a genie lamp. And I'm hearing the universe say, your wish is my command. And I just love that. So yeah, it gives me chill bumps. I love it. Okay, so the action for this lesson is this: before going to bed, look at the images and affirmations and words and colors and whatever else your vision book entails, and say out loud what you are seeing and affirm what you are seeing as if you have already achieved it, and feel the emotions that come from this achievement. So if you're looking at an image of like a house that you desire, say something like, I'm loving living in my beautiful home that is in such a fun neighborhood with neighbors who are all my friends. If you have words like happiness, just say, I am loving all of the happiness in my life. Or health, I'm just so grateful I have a healthy life that supports my longevity and joy. And I'm just going to say too, if you haven't had a chance to put your book together, but you have gathered pictures, then open the container where you're keeping your pictures and your items and just speak out loud with what you are seeing and what you are feeling. And here's the thing, do this for 30 days in a row, morning and evening, and it will work miracles in your life. I'm telling you what, do it for 30 days in a row in the morning and the evening, and you will see massive shifts in your life, most especially if you're putting emotions behind it and you're speaking and believing as if it's already done, already achieved. So give it a go, and please let me know how this unfolds for you. I'm really, really excited to do this for myself, and I cannot wait to hear how it's working for you too. All right, now onward. Lesson number 24. It's all about our attitude, right? Our attitude can make or break almost any situation. It is the energy that we bring into the room wherever we go. We can have a positive attitude about events in our lives, or we can have a negative attitude where we complain and are miserable. And we can always consciously choose to respond in a positive way to any event or circumstance, because a positive attitude is a choice that we make. We consciously choose what to think. When we change our attitude, we change our life and the results that we produce. Now, we all know a lot of folks, unfortunately, maybe not a lot of folks. Let's hope we only know a few folks who have negative attitudes. They are the ones who are just like constantly complaining or whining, and nothing seems to go right. It's like the perpetual victims in life, and they can be a total drag to be around, and they can literally bring us down and suck the air out of the room that we are sharing with them. And that's because they operate at a low vibe frequency, and due to the law of attraction, they keep bringing in more to complain about. So the reason that they tend to stay stuck in their negative lifestyle is because they are constantly directing their thoughts and energy onto their negative present or their negative past, or both. And by doing this, they are creating the same future over and over. So remember, what we constantly and consistently talk about comes about. So come to think of it too, we don't really get stuck. We just stay where we choose to focus our thoughts and our attention. So the equation is this: change your thoughts, change your attitude, and your circumstances will change too. Now, on the other hand, we all know people with positive attitude. Yes, the people that always seem to be happy, the ones that really do seem to have a handle on all things in their lives. They are fun to be with because their energy just feels great to be around. And this is because they are operating at a higher vibrational frequency. Good things always seem to come their way because by living into the law of attraction, they are actively participating in the creation of a happy life by focusing on and appreciating the positive aspects of their positive life, as well as having positive expectations for a terrific future life. And now I'm just going to quote Mr. Abraham Lincoln here. Who do I think I am? He says, people are just as happy as they make up their minds to be. And it is honestly as simple as that. So surround yourself with positive people as often as you can. Those who encourage our growth and applaud our successes. Those who have positive attitudes and positive energy. There is just so much power in numbers, and these high vibes can help with maintaining a higher mindset, which is why focus groups and like mastermind gatherings can really be powerful. If we gather with others and have a common intention and purpose, we will all experience greater growth and results in a really short period of time, because the assembly of a mastermind provides a place to be open and honest and share challenges and share solutions and ideas, and holding each other accountable along with inspiring each other. I mean, groupthink it's really actually been a very super popular thing in business and professional perspectives for years. And even going back in time, many of the greats like Napoleon Hill and Henry Ford and Thomas Edison and Andrew Carnegie, they were all members of similar mastermind groups, and look how successful they became. So I think that today we tend to just be so siloed, and we're all kind of like eyes on our own paper, and we don't necessarily share as much as we used to or communicate as often as we used to. Yet, if we open up and support one another, sometimes mastermind groups actually organically start to form. If you just start having conversations, it is incredible how that energy tends to snowball. And then before you know it, you have a mastermind group that has just kind of organically formed. So the key is just to let down our guard, be open, supportive, and trusting, and also just feeling confident in who we are and what we bring to the table. And if you want a fast track idea of what groupthink energy is really like, I can give you this example. So one thing that I really love to do every year, year over year, is placing the wreaths on the graves of military soldiers at the Arlington National Cemetery in Washington, D.C. And they do this every holiday season. It's called Wreaths Across America. I absolutely love the way it feels to honor so many fallen American heroes. And the genuine vibe is something that I thrive off of, because every person that shows up that day has the same feelings of gratitude and love and kindness and thoughtfulness and patriotism and generosity and appreciation. You are just truly surrounded and immersed in it. And no matter how cold or damp or windy the weather might be, it all just falls away because the sheer joy of being in a collective group of like-minded humans with all focused purpose is truly a vibe to experience. So that was just my example of what, like kind of like a really fast and pointed example of what groupthink can really do and the vibe and oh my gosh, and what it produces, those beautiful wreaths throughout the cemetery. It is amazing. So I just had to share that with you. Okay, now the action for this exercise is this. Think of 3 to 5 people that you could mastermind with on a monthly basis. You don't have to contact them right now. Just write down their names. And over the next couple weeks or week or so, I guess, reach out to them and ask them if they would be interested in making a mastermind group with you. And by making this list, it's kind of like your first step of creating a mastermind group, which will increase the speed of your dreams because you are bringing yourself into a supportive group of people who will keep you focused, hold you accountable to take action on your dreams. They'll share resources with you, give you useful feedback, and encourage you to persevere in the face of obstacles. And by the way, if you are like me and perhaps already a part of a terrific group, but just haven't been invested in it for a little while, then get back into the fold and give yourself a timeline as to when your re-immersion will begin. And that's it. Oh no, that's not it. We have one more lesson. Okay, so now lesson number 25. Let's see. This one is about dealing with negative people. Oh, no wonder why I wanted to forget this one. Who wants to talk about negative people? Ugh, but it's a real thing. So this lesson is all about dealing with negative people. Yeah, those energy vampires. We are not responsible for their level of growth and consciousness. No, it's not on us to change, fix, or educate them. We cannot teach them anything that they are not willing to learn. Yet, here's what we can do for them. First, we can become a shining example to them by keeping our energy and vibes as high as possible. Our actions speak way louder than words. So acts of kindness, they are going to resonate much more than our words ever will. We are all role models for someone in some way, shape, or form. Trust and believe, people are always watching. All right. And I like to say too, little side note, I always tell people, I tell my clients, I tell my friends, I tell anybody that's listening, we are always auditioning for something. People are always watching you, even the negative ones. Okay. So now number 2, focus on good qualities that negative people have, most especially those qualities that are working in the context of the relationship that we have with them, right? So no one is ever 100% negative. So once we focus on their good qualities, these qualities will expand and likely show up more and more when these people are with us. And now third, acknowledge the things about these people that we do like and admire. This may encourage them to express more of these positive qualities. So take time to genuinely compliment their good qualities and tell them that you do appreciate that about them. Let them know what is a shining example and a quality that they do have. And a side note, if this feels awkward, then just send them an email or a text or an IM and let them know that way. All we have to do here in the big scheme of things is just do our best not to focus on the negative traits of these people, because if we spend a lot of time talking about or judging these folks, right? We walk away from them and we just have to tell somebody about all the things that they've got going on that we don't like. Well, guess what? If we spend time doing that, then we've just joined them. They have literally brought us down to a lower vibrational frequency with our negative reactions to them. So as soon as we criticize a critic, we have become just like them, a negative critic. And from there, we will create a negative vibe and our positive attitude will diminish. Honestly, the best thing to do whenever possible is to limit our time or avoid these people completely if we can. And then do whatever it takes to become an example of a more positive attitude. Now, I am fully aware that sometimes these people can be a family member or coworkers or even longtime friends. So do your best to stay positive and don't engage emotionally if unpleasant situations arise. Just become an observer, not a participant. And at some point, we all get to decide if we want to keep those relationships in our lives, but above all, our attitude is most critical because it impacts our emotions, and our emotions in turn affect the energy field around us, which can often be referred to as the field of potentiality or the attractor field. And it is here that our orders with the universe are often placed to bring us more of the same, and the universe will deliver, regardless of whether it is negative or positive returns. So in a sense, if you get emotionally reactive to negative people, you will bring more negative people into your life. So surround yourself with positive people and avoid the negative ones. And if you do have to be around them, then find what you like about them and stay focused there. Also, if you find yourself slipping into the negative attitude, then figure out a way to find the silver linings and appreciate those good things. I personally take lots of lessons from my very sweet 5-year-old fur baby named Lily Rose Sunshine. She is my 7.5-pound Shih Tzu who is just so excited for every day. She is up for any adventure at any given point in time. She appreciates every toy that she has. She loves welcoming and meeting new people and animals. She never holds a grudge, keeps every secret that I share with her without any judgment. She loves unconditionally. She approaches everything with joy. She never worries about tomorrow, and she squeezes the life out of every day until she literally passes out with sheer exhaustion and contentment that it was a day well lived. And I'm going to tell you, that is my goal for living each day. I mean, why not, right? What a vibe. Oh, okay, so the action for this exercise is this. Think of one negative person that you encounter often in your life. It could be a coworker, a friend, a family member, whoever it is. Just summon a mental picture of their face and why you feel that they are so negative. Then think of one way you can minimize the encounters with this person during your days. By minimizing these interactions, you have less of an energy drain. And if you can't avoid them, then just stay focused on the positive trait that you appreciate about them and stay there, right? And it might even be more than one trait. Whatever it is, stay focused there. And I personally include little mantras such as I am safe and thank you for this awareness. I am grateful that I am the conscious creator of my reality. And I keep those on like replay in the back of my mind when I do have to engage with people who are negative. Okay, so there we have it. That's it, right? Lessons 21 through 25. Wow, these lessons were like super packed with lots of feelings and emotions, don't you think? So now we have the opportunity to keep reflecting on lessons 1 through 20 as we bring 21 through 25 into our current Monday through Friday activity. Oh my. So 21 is just take the time to drift into a delightful daydream. Quiet your mind and see your successful mental movie of accomplishing your dreams and your desires while feeling all of the thrilling emotions that accompany this success. It genuinely only takes 10 minutes, and what a difference it can make with your vibe and outlook on the day. And then lesson 22 is all about taking action with creating our vision book, board, virtual screensaver, however you want to display it. But it's time to focus on collecting pictures, words, affirmations, colors, symbols of your goals and dreams. And remember, you need to be in that display too. Also, keep it digestible, because if you bring something that feels chaotic, guess what? You're going to bring chaos into your world. So keep it simple. All right, lesson number 23, still a vision book focus, but this has everything to do with the application of our new tool. So take time every morning and every evening to focus on this book that now displays your future, the future that you desire, and message these things out loud. And as I like to do, make sure you hear the universe say, your wish is my command. It is done. Thank you, universe. Oh, I can't wait to do this activity myself. All right. Lesson 24. It's all about our attitude. Our attitude sets the tone for our vibe. So create a mastermind that supports your goals, or re-engage in a group or community that you might have fallen away from. This is a great way to leverage the power of group think, which gives some extra zhuzh to speed up the manifestations. And then lastly, lesson number 25, become aware of those energy vampires in your life, and remember to protect yourself from sinking to their low vibes. Rather, figure out a way to limit your interactions. And if you can't do that, then focus on qualities that they have that are good, qualities that you like, and stay there when interacting with them. So let's get busy. Let's get busy manifesting. And please send me a message and let me know how it's going. I would love to hear your feedback. So that's a wrap for this week. If you are finding these podcast episodes to be helpful and enjoyable, please share them with a friend. Send me a review, rate the show, and follow me. All of this is just such a big help, and it always is so very much appreciated. And if you love thoughtful quotes and some occasional pictures, then please follow me on Instagram. I'm at Joy-Filled Universe. And let's see, I guess that's about it for now. So I am your really happy and excited host. I love this manifesting journey with all of you and living into the law of attraction. So yes, I'm your host, Lisa Ryan. This is the Joy-Filled Universe podcast, where we explore all the tools and tricks that are going to make your universe even more joyful than it already is. And I will see you next week. Bye.